let's walk on down here and let me show you guys what it all looks like, because it's awesome. What is going on, y'all? It's Jason and my main girl Holly over here at Cog Hill Farm. Well, y'all, we are still pumping water into the pond. This will officially be 3 full days as of today, and I cannot wait to show y'all what it looks like. We had a rain system come through last night, and it's brought this cool front behind it. We're talking almost a 30-degree swing in temperatures as to what we have been having here on the farm. But we got about around 7/10 of an inch of rain, almost an inch. And I'm so grateful because we need the rain. This long drought we've had this year, we could use every bit of rain we can get. And since we're filling up the pond needs the rain too. So I just can't wait to show you guys this pond. I mean, it is, let's go look, Holly. I know Holly does. Holly's been playing in it hard every day for, this will be 3 solid days of playing in the pond, along with all of the other dogs. Even Gidget and Arlo have been out. Now, Arlo is not a water dog. He does not like getting his, or just doesn't like getting in the water, period. And neither does Rocky. You know, Bandit and Rocky are brothers. Bandit loves the water. Rocky, he will not get in the water. I say he won't get in it. He will eventually get in it if he, I guess if he gets hot or something. But for the most part, y'all, Rock will not get in the water, or he doesn't like it like his brother does. Now, Holly, on the other hand, I have to make her get out. And as cold as it is to me, I mean, it's probably not going to be cold to her. She's going to get in the water, I can tell you guys that. But let's walk on down here and let me show you guys what it all looks like, because it's awesome. I'm going to turn it back around. I want to surprise y'all. Now, I know, listen, this thing's nowhere near being full. It's not even close. And Brooke mentioned in the live stream that she thought as it got more water in it, then it was going to fill up faster. And I explained to her this morning, I think it's going to be just the opposite of what you're thinking, because the whole pond gets wider and wider and wider the higher up it goes. And gosh, I got some video. I'm going to put some video footage of the dogs playing in this video. And you can see the color difference. Before, when we were depending on just the strictly runoff, the pond looked like a mud hole. But since we're pumping the water from the ground into the pond, and that water's crystal clear, the pond was pretty clear till this rain came through, but it's still not a muddy mess like it has been. But are you guys ready? You can see we're still pumping water in, and here it is right now. And I know I got some footage of this before we started pumping water in, and now. And y'all, it's getting there. It's getting there. You can see Holly loves it. Holly will stay in this thing as long as I sit out here. She literally loves it. Now, yesterday, you can see that blue canoe or that blue kayak. It was about 6 foot from the bottom of that, or 5 or 6 foot from the bottom of that blue kayak over there. So it has gone up a good little bit. MaryCarl calls it an island. You can see Holly's over here. There's a little high spot right around in there. And that was really visible 2 days ago, and it's almost completely gone. But y'all, look at this. We are so happy, and it's deep. Watch, Holly will get, when she gets past that point now, she'll start swimming. Matter of fact, I did have her toy. Here, here's her toy. Now, we've been bringing the dogs out here in the afternoons because it has been really warm, high in the 70s, and they've all thoroughly enjoyed it. As you guys can see. But it is much cooler today. But Holly obviously does not care. Y'all ready? It gets deep. I mean, it drops off. Now, once the pond gets full to its level, which is going to be like right around up in here, you can see we got a drain pipe over there. This side right here will be around 20 to 25 foot deep. Now, of course, the further you go up this way, the shallower it'll get. I can't wait for this thing to get full. And I know we're going to keep pumping water in it after it gets full because it's going to take quite some time for our ground to get saturated enough to hold the water in, which we know that's going to work because right now this pond's never gone dry. As low as it's gotten, it's never, ever, ever gone dry. We've always had water in it. And that's a good sign, especially with the lack of rain we've had, because we've had just, no rain at all like we normally have. Now Mr. Greg shot it with a laser, and I can't remember how far up it'd go. I'm thinking, all right, you see this one pine tree? It's hard for me to see on camera because my screen's so little. But let's see if I can do it right here. All right, y'all see this cedar tree right here? I think this pine tree right here is where the pond will end once it gets full. And we do have some big plans for this. We do want to build a little pier and maybe a little cover on the pier so it can be out of the sun. I do plan on stocking it with some fish once it does get full and is stable. Probably some brim to start off with. I just want something that, if we want to come down here and just relax, lay back, get a cane pole and a hook and a cork. I don't need anything fancy dancy or anything like that. And just sit on the bank or wherever with a big old glass of iced tea, and you just throw your hook in the water and relax. That's my goal, or what I envision, or dream, I should say, I envision with it. I do want to put a fountain in it for sure to help keep the water aerated. And we may put like a little floating dock in it or something once the ducks and the geese come down here. Now, we did put the ducks down here when we did have some rain in the early, I think that's probably about January, February is when we had our rain. And they didn't stay down here, which I was shocked. They didn't stay down here. The Egyptian geese would come down here every now and then, but the ducks hung out here for a few days. If y'all remember, I put this automatic, it was actually a deer feeder, but we put the automatic feeder up there, and it had a timer and it went off. But after about 2 or 3 days, they would come down here in the mornings and hang out for a few hours and go back up to where the green coop is in that area where they've always been. And they just stopped coming down here. I don't know why. I don't know if the ducks will ever stay over here full time. I just don't know. And they are domesticated ducks. They're not like your typical wild duck. So maybe that has something to do with it. Just not for sure. I do believe that once Brooke starts to feeling better and we get this fence pulled over here, y'all look at Holly, that the geese will hang out over here. I really do believe that. But I'm not for sure how much they're going to swim around in it all the time. Domesticated geese aren't known for just hanging out in the water, not like ducks are. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, as much fun as the dogs like it here, we're definitely going to let them come in here a lot. It will be fenced off, but we will have a gate. Actually, we got 2 gates coming into this area. So the dogs will have access to the pond, and it will be supervised once the geese get over here. Y'all look at Holly. I'm telling y'all, she will stay out here all day long, all day. Holly wants me to throw her toy. I can't wait to see this looks like in 3 or 4 more days. Again, I don't know how long it's going to take to fill it up. Let me throw it? Let me throw it? Okay, I'll throw it. You ready? Are you ready? Oh my goodness. I'm going to tell y'all something. Over the years, we have owned three Labrador retrievers over the years, and love that breed. Absolutely love that breed. Just an amazing breed of dog. And we know how much they love water. We used to take ours to the Alabama River, to the marina all the time, and just absolutely loved it. And they love retrieving, hence the name, right? But y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This dog right here, Holly the Australian Shepherd, I swear she loves water and going after that toy more than our labs did. Loves it so much. No, you may throw it again. Okay, you gotta drop it. Good girl. Good girl. You ready? Oh my gracious, y'all. I'm gonna continue to give you guys updates as it rises. I mean, I'm so excited. So excited. And I can't wait to see what the geese are gonna do. Of course, we're gonna let the emus come in and out of it from time to time. I can't wait to see what they're gonna do. You want me to throw it again? Okay. Okay. I'll throw it again. You gotta get back. She went right past it. Turn around, Holly. You went right past it. Oh my goodness. But I can't wait to see what the emus do. Now, Goldie had a pond at her old farm. I must say, it was a lake. It was massive. It was huge. I don't know how many acres it was, but it was really, 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 really big. Just seeing the animals, like the dogs, enjoying it so much just makes it all worth it. Makes it all worth it. Let me throw it again. You want me to throw it again? You ready? Oh, you gotta get back. She missed it. There she goes. She got it. Nope. There you go. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Uh oh, y'all. Here comes Bandit. Oh, here comes Rock Rock. Oh, boys. Now watch this. I want to show y'all something. Watch Rocky. He'll squatch down like he didn't do. Well, he did it, but not like I was wanted to show y'all. But he'll squat down like a little cat, and he acts like the Holly don't see him, and look at him, and he'll pounce. Oh my goodness, you guys. You may throw it. I'm gonna throw it one more time. Okay, one more time. One more. Y'all see him? Look at him. Y'all see Rocky? See? He's in stealth mode. Watch him. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, man. Now, there were some of y'all, and I talked about this before, and I guess maybe you guys missed it, but we're worried that we're going to pump the well dry. We don't have to worry about that. The, the well drillers, I always want to say digger, but well drillers, and they know what they're doing, and they know the ins and out of all of this. And basically, we hit a humongous aquifer, like the size of Texas. I think it's even bigger than that. It's huge. So we'll never, ever, 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 ever run it dry. So we do not have to worry about that at all. Also, if you think about it, we're pumping water into this pond. Any water that seeps back down into the ground, guess where it's going? Pretty much right back to the aquifer, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like it makes full circle. Now, probably don't know how long it'll take to go 220 foot, but eventually, I would think this water here, if it does, or what water does seep down in the ground, At one point, it's probably gonna get back down to where we pumped this from originally. At some point. So don't worry about us running it dry. We're completely fine with that. And also don't worry about us burning the pump up. We were told by the well company, which the pump is under warranty for, gosh, I forget how many years. So if it does burn up, they would have to come over here and replace it for free. And not to mention, this is a newer submersible pump. It's 200 foot or however foot it is in the ground. The well's 220, so maybe the pump's 220. I'm not quite for sure how all that works. But regardless, the pump is in the water, in the aquifer, deep down in the ground, and it does have a thermal, gosh, I forgot the correct name for it, but it's got a overheating sensing system on it. So if the pump does get too hot, before it does any damage, it'll shut itself off and wait for it to cool back off before it cuts back on. But the pump's been running fine. We haven't had any issues whatsoever. We were told that what actually damages a well pump is cycling, cutting on and off, on and off, on and off. That does way more damage than just constantly pumping all the time, especially with a submersible pump. So we're all clear there, guys. We are absolutely all clear. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all, it was warmer at 6 o'clock this morning than it is now at 9:30. It's steadily dropping. Whew! I think it's gonna get down to 30 tonight. I have to remind myself to bring my basil in. Don't leave your toy there. It's gonna be underwater by in the morning. Y'all, just look at her. Look at that. Just getting in it to swim, that's all. Oh my goodness. She is something else. I did mention about me and Brooke, when she does feel better, we're gonna pull this fence. Just an update on Brooke, that for some of those that may not watch her channel, Brooke is doing somewhat better. They did give her some steroids. Gosh, that wind's rough. Her doctor has got her set up with a specialist, and man, it wasn't blowing that bad down there in the hole where the pond is. But her doctor does have her set up with a specialist. Once that appointment is here, we will let you guys know when all that takes place. They do have her on some steroids, like I said. She does feel better, but she's not 100%. Now, she did have one day, a few days ago, where she felt, normal. But then the next 2 days, she hasn't felt normal, but it wasn't as bad as the few days prior. And I hope that makes sense to you guys. So we don't know what the exact diagnosis is yet until we see the specialist, or she sees the specialist. She also has a CT scan in the works. So when we have any answers or any good or new updates, we will definitely let you guys know. Now, Brooke goes into more details about it in her videos. So if you missed her last couple of videos, go check them out on her channel. That's Mrs. Cog Hill Farm. Y'all, I will say this. Y'all's messages and comments and emails have been very uplifting for her. So I just wanted you guys to know that. We want to thank you guys for everything. We just can't thank y'all enough. We really cannot thank y'all enough. Y'all see her looking at me. She's like, Daddy, where are you going? Where are you going? You can stay down there, Holly, by yourself or with the boys. She won't do it, y'all. She won't do it, but she can if she wants to. It's getting cold. My fingers are about to fall off. Well, come get in the water then. That's what she looks like in it. Well, come get in the water then. Oh my gracious. I tell you what, if I have a bad day between her, Jesse, and Loretta, somebody's gonna put a smile on my face now, I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of Loretta, we do got that one that was the white pumpkin, that huge giant pumpkin left over from the free pumpkins we got from the farmer's market. Today would be a good day to give that to Gus and Loretta. I wonder how heavy this one is. It's not too bad. Those orange ones, or that one big orange one, was way heavier than this white one. But she's still not super light. Oh, me. Let's go check on everybody while we're over here. Hey, buddy. Hey, Skipper Tipper. I just came over here to check on you guys. Is that Nugget or Goldie? Sometimes it's hard for me to tell when I don't see them side by side. That's Nugget. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I put your umbrella down because it got windy, didn't it? I sure did. It's been super windy. Yeah. Hey, Jesse, Paris, Mildred. Hey, Mama went and got y'all some hay. We got 6 bales of hay, y'all. We think that's going to be enough to last us through the next cutting. Sure do. 6 bales of hay. Paris, you have turned out to be one beautiful goat. You know it? You sure have. There's Bram Brown. Hey, buddy. I saw Sylvester right when I walked in, but now I don't see him. Let's see who's in here. I got the heater on in here. There's Sylvester. Hey, buddy. And I know I'm gonna tell y'all. Biscuit loves this cat tower over here by the window. I knew you were in here, girl. I sure did. I knew you were in here. Yes, ma'am. I knew you were in here. We got our heat going in here, so it is quite cozy in here. Biscuit, you may be the smartest out of the 3. Sylvester and Bramble been outside every time I come in the barn, but every time I come in the barn today, you've been curled up in that cat house, girl. Yes, you have. All right, we're fixing to go give the honeymooners this last humongous pumpkin. All right, Brant Brown. I'm fixing to get a surprise. All right. Gloves are making it slick, so let's take them off. For now. All right, Big Gus, here we come, brother. Y'all Loretta don't see me yet, but I bet she will. Oh, that's a big one. Look at there, Gus. Look at there. What you think, old boy? I gotta get Loretta's attention. Yeah. Bless her heart, she can't hear a lick. She can't hear nothing. But I don't want to scare her. I always want her to see me first. She still ain't seen me yet. Look at her rooting. Loretta. Look, now she sees me. It took her a minute, baby girl. You can't carry that one. Let me tear it in half for you. Let me tear it in half for you so you can carry it. Hang on, not hippie. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Now, here you go. Now you can carry that one. Hey, Scott. Hey, buddy. You want one? Let me give y'all a piece. There's the peahens right there and over here. Basically, oh, there goes one of the turkeys. Here come Tommy. Basically, there's not many chickens over here at all. Matter of fact, it's mainly like Redneck and Loki and Corny, 3 roosters, and I think 2 Sea Bright hens, little Bantam hens, and that's all we got over here. For the most part, I think that's it. And of course, you got Brooke Silkies in the green coop right there, which they're doing fine. Hey, Scott. There's Loki, right beside Scott. I'm gonna give a piece to the crew next door. How about that? Y'all don't care. You got plenty to share here. So, y'all may be saying, huh? Loretta ain't done her victory lap. What in the world's going on? It's early, y'all. It's early. She's not done, I can promise you. She is not done. Here you go, Scott. Here you go, buddy. Come on, Tommy, come get you some. Y'all, come on. And Loki over there by Loretta, he found him a piece, didn't he? I see Moo Man in the background back here. Go on, Scott and Tommy. Oh, Tommy. Oh, there goes Loretta. I told y'all it was early. Oh, there she goes with that big old piece. Look at her. Oh, she dropped it. Loretta, you dropped it. You gonna get you another one? Go on, get you another one, girl. You can't carry that one's too big. That's way too big, Loretta. You can't carry that thing. She got a mouthful. Oh gosh, y'all gotta see her mouth. Look at this thing. Look at that mouth. Loretta, what do you got? Huh? What do you got? Holy cow. Gus, you are pretty good. I'll say this, Gus, you got pretty good manners, brother. Loretta? Well, I'm glad you don't have pretty good manners, Loretta. That's all I can say. I'm glad you don't have them. I'm glad you're Loretta. Yes, I am. All right, y'all enjoy your big fat pumpkin, all right? Y'all got plenty of it. That should keep y'all occupied for the rest of the day right there. And it's good for you, so eat up. Y'all, the lovebirds over there with, you know, Big Joe and the 2 ladies, Fifi and Capri. I mean, all is still civil and calm over there. And, you know, as long as it stays like that, I really don't see any reason to move anybody around. I mean, everybody's content. There's no pestering going on. There's no fussing going on. And everybody seems totally okay. And as long as they're okay, then we're okay. So we're just going to leave that situation over there alone for now. Hey, is that a good one? Must be, because you are knee deep in it. That must be a good one. Oh, goodness. All right, let's go get my basil, y'all. It was gloomy outside, and then about 3:30, the sun came out and the skies got clear. And look at the sun setting. This is actually the sun setting behind me. This is the clouds reflecting the beautiful colors behind me. Just beautiful. I gotta go get my basil. I didn't forget. Holly reminded me. Thanks, Holly. Thank you, girl.
I close my eyes and see all that we could be. No other dream I've had means a thing. Kids and a picket fence sounds good to me. But growing old hand in hand is all I need. As the years go by, we might get